Welcome, I'm back guys. There's a lot of cool stuff I want to talk about today, including a new way to get around Walt Disney World. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this new exciting way to get transported around Walt Disney World. It's a little different, a little more luxurious than the old ways that we're used to getting transported around the different parks, but it's called the Minnie Van and it's really cool. Uber type service is owned and operated by Walt Disney World. Take a look at some of these pictures of the Minnie Vans, they're pretty cool. They're called the Minnie Vans because they're mini vans that look like Minnie Mouse. How to use this? So first you would have to download this app called Lyft, which is like Uber, but a different service. And through this Lyft app, you can actually go ahead and request your minivan when you're on Disney property. Now I have a link that I'll link down below that if this is your first time ever downloading and using Lyft, you can actually get $20 worth of free rides. So that's pretty cool. Check that link out down below. Okay, you've downloaded the app, you've got your $20 free credit for your first couple rides. So what it would do is inside the app, it would actually find your location of when you go to request this Uber. So you would open it up, you'd say, I'm at Animal Kingdom. It would say, okay, there you are. And it would figure out the closest minivan to you and it would send it to you, just like Uber. The wait times aren't normally that bad. Maybe 5-10 minutes, but depending on time of the day, maybe a park opening or park close, midday, those kind of days, it's going to have a high volume of traffic, so it might take a little bit longer. But one of the great things about this is the minivans have a complimentary car seats. So if you have kids, little ones that still need car seats, they actually include those when you request them for free. Unlike popular services like Uber, which would actually charge you more just to have that car seat in there. Disney's kind of throwing this in there as a little bonus because they assume there's going to be a lot of kids being transported around the parks. Also, if you need to request a minivan that supports a wheelchair or ECV vehicle, you can do this through the app and it'll actually send that vehicle to you where you could load the wheelchair right up into it. Also, it would limit the seating in there, so instead of the normal 6 passengers that it carries, it would only carry about 4. Now, I want to talk about the price a little bit. So this is what's going to vary. So the way they used to do it is there used to be a $25 minimum no matter if you went 5 minutes through the park or you drove from one side of the park all the way to the other side of the park and did a 30-minute drive. Now they've changed that. They've gotten rid of the minimum of $25 and it's strictly based on distance. I mentioned before, the minivan definitely is a luxury type service. It's better than your normal bus or the monorail. So you're going to pay that higher premium, and the rides can get expensive depending how far you're going across the park. But I certainly think there's certain situations that it is actually worth it. Let's say your family wants to sleep in the morning, but they want to get to that rope drop. So instead of building in that extra time in your schedule in the morning to worry about finding a bus, waiting for the bus, or jumping on the monorail or anything like that, what I would do is pay a little bit of extra money for the rope drop in the morning, have it come straight to your door, load your kids up, and it drops you off right in front of the park. That way you don't miss anything, you don't waste all that time trying to transport the kids around, and you get that little extra convenience of sleeping in the morning. Just want to make sure that you don't expect to use this everywhere you go, unless you have really deep pockets. It's really going to blow your budget. Spending $20, $30 to go from Animal Kingdom to Epcot when a bus might be a better option in that circumstance. Alright, along with this minivan service, they rolled out a additional service for minivan, and it's airport transportation. So what they'll actually do is you'll get your own private minivan to transport you from Orlando International Airport over to Disney World, vice versa. One really cool feature about this compared to some of the other transportation methods is you can actually book this 6 months in advance. So that's pretty cool. You could have your whole day when you get there scheduled out, ready to go, so you know you don't have to sit around waiting for a taxi, or you might have to get on the bus for the resort transportation for the hotels to the airport, which is not the best service in the world. Now let's talk about what you have to do. So this is a little different because you cannot request this service through the app yet. So we'll keep you updated on that when that changes. But for now, there's this phone number which I'll put down in the description. You would call this number up to 6 months in advance, and you give them, make sure you have your flight information ready for them. So you give them all your flight information. You would need to request a pickup at least, if you're going to be up to the last minute, at least 2 hours before departure. Obviously, most people are going to plan this pickup way in advance. But if it was a last minute thing, your transportation fell through, you'd have to give them at least 2 hour notice to schedule the minivan to go take you to or from the airport, and it's 3 hours if it's an international flight. Now, for price, this is a little bit more expensive than most transportation from the airport to Disney World. Again, it's a luxury service, and you do book it up in advance, and you can have it ready to go. It's private car seats. You know, they pull up, you hop in, which is great. But it's very expensive. It's about $150 each way. Like, ouch. That's a little bit more than most people are willing to spend. Me personally, I would just rather take the bus that you get when you schedule your resort hotel. You get that free Disney bus transportation to and from the hotel. Obviously, it'd be nice to have your own private car, especially when you're going home from Disney, and you have all those tired kids in the bus, and it's loud, and it can be a real nightmare. So, I mean, I understand where people are coming from, where you can have that personalized Minnie Van service. It's just your family. It's quiet. You can take a nap. That's great, but $150 is very steep. I'm not sure I would recommend this at all. I'm not sure I would do it personally. You really have to have some deep pockets to really take advantage of this service. Maybe in the future it would go down, which would be great. But right now it is $150 each way to take a minivan to and from Disney World to the International Airport. Great, guys. It's been another video. Thank you. I'm going to be trying to upload more lately. I know I took a little time off. My littlest son came a couple months ago, so I've been real busy with that. But I'm definitely going to be keeping you guys up to date on all the Disney stuff. Going forward, we just launched the new blog section on our website, disneydad.org. Head on over there, take a look at some of the things we have to offer, some new blog posts that we posted recently about the International Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. There's some great pictures, some new articles about how-to in Disney. Make sure you guys head over to disneydad.org. Also, like always, hit that subscribe button down bottom, hit the bell notifications, and make sure you guys give this video a like. Thanks for tuning in, guys.